What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a product that I've actually been waiting for quite some time, and that's going to be the Sony INZONE buds. Now, for those of you who know me, I'm not the biggest fan of in-ear audio. I honestly think it is one of the most uncomfortable things ever when worn for long sessions. I've tried so many different pairs of in-ear monitors and things like that because I get sick of wearing like an over-ear headset. You know, I have my Bayer Dynamic DT990 Pros right here. This is my favorite pair of cans. And to be completely honest, after wearing them for 4 or 5 hours at a clip on long gaming sessions or streams, it tends to really irritate my ears and my head. I get some pressure from the sides here and I start to get some headaches. So I've really been in the market for some in-ear audio, but the problem is I've tried so many, and I honestly think that after wearing them for an hour or two, it starts to really bother the inside of my ear. But that's where these Sony INZONE buds come in. These are the most comfortable in-ear buds that I have ever used. These are a very interesting product, and I want to get into all the details. We're going to talk about some features that they have, the comfort level, the audio quality, and you guys know that I am a bit of an audiophile, so I'm going to be really harsh on the audio quality of these buds. But without further ado, guys, let's dive in. So for starters, let's open up the box. The packaging feels pretty nice, and then when you open it, you're greeted with the case that the earbuds are actually in right here. This white case feels really nice. The build quality and the package design here is actually really nice. It looks like we have a bunch of tips in here, 6 extra tips to be exact. There are other tips on the buds themselves, and if you guys can see, they are color coded, so you will never not know which size the tips are. The large ones are purple, the mid-size are orange, and the smalls are red. Now, there are tips already on the buds themselves, so keep that in mind. And then we have a USB-C to USB cable right here, very small, just meant for plugging in that case to charge it up. Inside this little package right here, we just have some documentation, warranty information, and all that good stuff. Let's set that aside for now. But let's open up this case and take a look at the earbuds. So we can peel off this weird paper wrapping that they put on it, and then we are greeted with the Sony logo. Very sleek design. The case feels nice and sturdy, very heavy. It really does feel like a top-tier piece of equipment, and then you open it up and you're greeted with these beauties. I got the white version. They come in white and black, and they look really nice, right? Kind of like a futuristic design, kind of matches like the PS5 vibes. I won't be using it for that though. This is going to be for PC for me. And then here is our USB-C receiver dongle, which we'll be plugging into our PC in a little bit. But they look really nice in the case, and they're nice and small. The build quality on them feels nice and sturdy in your hand. You'll see what I mean when you hold yours. The case itself is magnetic, so they do kind of slip in there and pull themselves down, and it feels really nice putting them away. So let's take a close-up of the buds themselves. Like I said, they have medium-sized tips on them currently. They have an R and an L on them to designate whether they're left or right. The small black circle here to the right is the touch sensor. Yes, you can use these. You can tap that to like raise the volume. You can hold it to lower the volume. You can set it to do a multitude of different functions, which is really cool. We'll get to that in the software a bit later. But they do look really nice. And the USB receiver, you have a little slider on the front that allows you to switch from PS5 and mobile to PC. Obviously mine, I'm setting to PC for now. We're going to be using this with Discord, with our OBS, with streaming, gaming, and all of that good stuff. So let's dive into some of the software. Before we open up the software, I'm going to pop these bad boys in my ear so you guys can see what they look like. They feel really nice when you put them in. They kind of do a nice little suction, and they don't feel like they're going to fall out, right? You can kind of move your head up and down really fast, shake it around, do whatever you got to do. They are not going anywhere. They feel really good in the ears, and there are a bunch of different settings that we can mess with in the software to get different sounds depending on what you like. I'll give you guys a close-up here so you can see what they look like in my ears. We'll do a little zoom in. This is what they look like. They're fairly small. You don't really even feel them in your ear. They do such a good job at like suctioning to the inside of your ear. I might be yelling right now because I do have active noise canceling on. I'm going to actually turn that off. Okay, that's a little bit better. But yeah, this is what they look like in your ear. Very nice, very sleek. I love the futuristic design. So let's zoom out this camera and let's take a look at the software. Okay, so when you install the Sony INZONE hub, this is what it's going to look like when you first open it up. There's a couple of different things we're going to do here. So right here at the top, you're going to notice sound profile. You could set and save different profiles for, let's say, different things that you are doing. And right here we have our equalizer. It comes with a few presets, right? Flat, which would just be everything at 0 dB, just a flat sound. That's what I'm using right now, and they sound great. They have a bass boosted preset, which you could see it boosts a lot of the low end, and then a music video preset, which takes out a lot of the high end and boosts the low end a little bit. We're going to leave it on flat for right now, but obviously you can go over to custom and kind of slide these up and tweak the sound to your liking. So we're going to leave it on flat going forward, and then we have dynamic range control. This will adjust the dynamic range, basically the span between the maximum and minimum volume of the audio signal, and makes sound easier to hear, enhances the effect when set to high. I messed around with this a little bit when I was doing some gaming and things like that. I honestly didn't really like this setting, so I'm leaving that off. I felt like it made the audio sound very unnatural, so we're keeping that off for now. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, you have your noise canceling, right? You could turn on active noise canceling. It takes about 1 to 2 seconds, and then whoa, I just went to another dimension. Like, it sounds crazy. You can't hear anything. The noise canceling is actually really good on these buds. And then you have an ambient sound mode. For people like me, this mode is actually really useful. There's a lot of times where I'm doing, writing scripts or doing some work or doing some research for videos, and I'm watching my son, and I want to be able to hear what he's doing. He's like running around behind me doing stuff. So this actually does let a lot of noise in. I can hear everything that's going around me right now. And then you could adjust that, how much you want to let in. Obviously, I'm going to keep it set to the highest amount. And then if you want to turn that off and just use them as a regular pair of buds, this is what I would use them on for the most part if I'm not gaming and I'm not listening to my son. I would have it on off. They sound great right here. And then moving up here, we have spatial sound, right? We could turn this off and on. And this is really interesting because to set this up, you need to head over to your phone and download their app that basically allows you to take pictures of your ears, and then their AI software will analyze that and choose the best settings for the shape of your ears to give you the best spatial sound. I'll show you guys right now. We'll do it. I already did it once, but we'll do it again. Okay, so here, I'm actually going to record my phone screen so you guys could see this. Analyze your ear shape. Take photos of your ears for analysis. Before taking photos, please make sure your ears are entirely visible and check the following. Remove your headphones from your ears. Your ears are not covered by hair. Remove earrings and piercings. I didn't remove my earrings, and it didn't really make a difference. So we're going to hit next. Pictures are going to be taken of your ear. Okay. Take a photo of your left ear. So let's take the headphones out right now. Okay, take a photo of your left ear. So we're going to hit take photo, and it's going to have you position. And it takes the picture automatically for you. So the left ear has been captured. Let's try the right ear. Put our head right in the frame. And it takes the picture for us. Okay, so it has pictures of my ears there. We're going to hit start, and it's going to analyze our ears for 30 seconds and give us the best hearing profile for spatial sound. It's actually really interesting. And I did listen to it before doing this and after, and there is a big difference. So I would suggest doing this, guys. Return to the set device and app. Okay. And obviously right here it says setting complete if we look on the software, because I already did this. So yeah, that's that. And then you could also turn spatial sound off if you want as well. And then if we move down here, let's put these back in our ears so I could show you guys some of this functionality. Okay, so moving down volume, this is master volume. I have mine set that if I tap it, it will raise the volume. You see the volume slider going up there. And if I want to lower the volume, I could just simply hold that little touch sensor and it will lower the volume. And you could set any commands you want to either ear. So I have that set to both ears right now. And then game/chat balance. There's two channels, right? When you open up your system tray here and you look at your sound, you're going to see two things. You're going to see your headset earphone INZONE buds chat channel, and you're going to see the game channel. So basically the game channel is what I'm using as the main channel here, and then the chat channel I use for like Discord and things like that. I leave the balance right in the middle. This is good because it helps you be able to balance that audio. You could lower your Discord audio but still have your other audio louder, and things like that. It's basically giving you two signals to work with there. And then the microphone. Here's where I don't really think this microphone is that great. I mean, we really didn't expect it to be that great on these headphones. It will get the job done, you know, if you're just playing Call of Duty and you want to talk to people or something like that. But it's nowhere near like streaming quality microphone, in my opinion. What I'm going to do is add the microphone to OBS right now so that you guys can hear it. So let's go into OBS. We're going to go to audio. We're going to add a microphone, and this microphone is going to be the headset microphone INZONE Buds Chat. I'm going to mute the microphone. You're not listening to the Shure SM7B right now. You're listening to these. And we have automatic gain control on. Let me do a test to see if I can hear myself. Hello. Hello. Okay, we do hear ourselves. So you're listening to the microphone that's on the earbuds right now. If we adjust the side tone, bring it up a little bit right there, this is what it sounds like. If we bring it all the way up, this is what it sounds like with the side tone all the way up. This is what it sounds like with the side tone all the way down. So that's the microphone you're listening to from the earbuds themselves right now. Like I said, not the best quality, but it will get the job done if you need to use it. Okay, so you should be hearing me back on the Shure SM7B right here. I'm going to disable that in OBS so we don't accidentally start talking with that microphone. Now on the side here, we can go over to device settings. As you can see up at top here, we have our left earbud is at full battery, our right is at full battery, and our charging case is at full battery as well. So this is what I was talking about with the touch sensor functionality. You can kind of customize it. See, on the left side here, I have it set to the same thing. Basically, one tap, this little dot here, one tap will raise the volume, and holding that long line as a hold will lower the volume. If you go into settings here, you can fully customize this. They have presets here. So basically, let's say we want to select the ambient sound control and the mic control. One tap would put on noise canceling. One tap would then switch it to ambient sound mode, and then one tap would then turn those off, and then a long hold would either mute or turn on your microphone. And then you could obviously go down to custom and basically set these to whatever you want. You can have them play, pause next songs, raise the volume of your Discord, lower the volume of your game, pretty much anything you want. For me, I'm leaving them set to volume control for both because I don't really need to do anything else with that touch sensor. I control a lot of my volume on the Go XLR anyway. Moving on down to the next one here, we have determine optimal earbuds. This is really nice. This is another AI function. Basically, with the earphones in your ears, you can open this up and test the wearing condition of the current earbud tips. Hit next. Basically, what this is going to do is it's going to play sounds and it's going to measure the air tightness of the earbud tips and determine whether or not the headset is correctly worn on your ears, meaning, are you using the right tips? This will help you decide there. So we're going to test the ones that we're currently wearing. We're going to hit next. Determine the optimal earbud tips. Measure the air tightness of the earbud tips. Firmly wear the headset on your ears by rotating it and selecting start. Perform measurements at a quiet location and make sure not to move while measuring. Do not touch the headset while measuring. So we're going to hit start here. It's playing a nice little sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that. And then it's done. The earbud tip is airtight on the left side. The earbud tip is airtight on the right side. I know that because I already did this. For me, both of the medium tips are working really well. But for some people, don't be surprised if you need to use like a small in one ear and a large in the other. It's very common when using in-ear audio. So we're going to hit OK. And then scrolling down here, we have automatic power off. They will automatically power off when you put them in the case. But, you know, if you do have this on, just know that when you do take them out to put them back in your ears, it takes a few seconds for them to kick back on. Notification voice guide. This is basically like an AI that will be talking, letting you know things that you're doing if you want to learn a little bit more. Device information. We have left 100%, right 100%, charging case 86%. And then obviously the noise canceling is over here again. We can turn those off. Basically, if you want to use that quick command and not cycle through all three, you can like disable some of them right here. Noise canceling mode when powered on, mode when powered off last time. So basically it'll remember what you had them set to last time and save that to the actual device itself. We can turn Bluetooth on. This is a pretty cool feature because if you come in here, you can set it so that you can basically switch between Bluetooth and the dongle that's plugged into your PC. So let's say you have them connected to your phone and to the receiver that's in your PC and you're getting a phone call, but you don't want to take them out. You can just switch to Bluetooth real quick, answer your phone call, hit it one more time, switch back to your PC audio if you turn Bluetooth on. Now, these are Bluetooth LE, so make sure whatever device you're using, my iPhone does not work with these headphones. It does not support that, so just make sure. I know a lot of the Samsung phones and things do, so keep that in mind. It is Bluetooth LE, so make sure whatever device you're buying these for that you want to use them for does support that. I know the Nintendo Switch does support that, the PS5 I'm pretty sure, but again, my phone does not. So make sure if you're using them for your phone and you have an iPhone, that's something you do need to consider. But yeah, guys, these are a really solid pair of in-ear buds, and they're wireless. The latency, I didn't talk about the latency at all, is non-existent, right? It is almost identical to when I'm using my Bayer Dynamics that are plugged directly in, hardwired. I opened up Counter-Strike and I went into like a test game and I was like shooting at the wall, trying to switching between my headset and the buds, trying to figure out if there was any delay from when I like shot and from when I heard the audio. No delay whatsoever, so the latency on these is great. They're advertising it at 30 ms or less, and I would say that that is very accurate. You cannot tell any difference, and there is nothing that you will have an issue with in terms of latency here. Now, the spatial sound, it's pretty good. I would say that it's definitely like the standard, but it's not as good as like some Dolby headsets and things like that. Like this would mainly maybe be an issue if you were really trying to get pinpoint audio. But in my opinion, if you're playing games like Call of Duty, Apex, Fortnite, things like that, or Tarkov, or especially MMOs and MOBAs and things like that, these are perfect. And they really, you will not be at a disadvantage by using them. The comfort level is the #1 thing for me with these. Like I was talking about before, they are so extremely comfortable. I could wear these for 12 hours and forget that they're in my ears. I love how comfortable they are. They did a really good job with the comfort level of these buds. So in my opinion, if everyone is asking if they are worth the $199 price point, yes, they are. I think they are. If you're in the market for in-ear audio, specifically wireless, low latency in-ear audio for gaming or streaming, they are worth it. I think they are a great pickup, and honestly, I would go back and buy them again. I think they are worth the price. The comfort is great. The audio quality is absolutely phenomenal. When you're listening to music, when you're gaming, it is really high quality, and the build on these is just great as well. So yes, I think they are worth it, but also keep in mind, if you're buying these for streaming and you use a device like the Go XLR, there are a couple of steps because they are wireless, and there's no, game DAC or anything like that you will need to do to hook them up to your Go XLR for your stream, but I actually have a video on that as well. If you want to click the video up in the corner here, that video will show you how to use wireless headphones or wireless earbuds with your Go XLR for streaming and things like that. And if you guys want to help support the channel a little bit and you're in the market to pick these up and you're going to buy a pair, I'm going to drop an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. I do get a commission when you guys purchase using that link, so I would greatly appreciate that, and thank you so much for that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/hammerdance. I'll drop a link to that in the description below as well. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.